How are you?
Good.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Just
And
speak a bit loud.
Basically, under the circumstances, I can't complain.
You can't complain
Yeah,
under the circumstances.
under the circumstances.
What is your name?
Yushly.
Lu?
Yushly.
Yushly. Oh, Yushly. Where you from, Yushly?
Capetown, South Africa.
From Cape Town here. Where exactly in Cape Town?
Wow. Basically, I'm born in Cape Town
Okay.
and been born in the Cape Peninsula Hospital,
Okay.
which is no longer in existence. And grew up in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I stayed in Mitchell's Plain for a couple of months,
Yeah.
and from there on, moved to Kells River.
Kiss River.
Kells River, yeah.
Okay.
Basically, from Kells River, my life was basically, I would say, spoilt. In other words, I had everything.
You had everything.
I had everything.
You were staying with the
Asked for-
parents.
Yeah. I could ask for everything, for anything,
Yeah.
anytime,
Yeah.
any given time. I could get anything I wanted. I had everything.
Yeah.
I had my own car.
You had your own car.
I had my own place.
Yes.
I had goals, entertainment, anything, everything, money.
You could go to any school you want.
I could go to any school. I was in a Model C. I was in private Model C school. The school I went to is Capetown High School.
Okay.
Capetown Kells River High School.
Yeah.
And being that it's a private school,
Yeah.
it's basically an Afrikaans school.
Yes.
But as time went on,
Yeah.
they implemented the English interpretation into the school.
The school.
So, I was at the primary school. From the primary school, went to the high school, to Capetown Primary, and then to Capetown High.
Yeah.
From there, had tertiary education. From the tertiary education,
Yeah.
it was basically doing my internship
Yeah.
into A+ technician, graphic designing. From the graphic designing internship, right here behind you is CPUT.
I know CPUT.
Yeah. I've studied and lectured at CPUT.
You lectured at speech CPUT.
Hard to believe. Hard to believe.
Okay.
Studied and lectured for CPUT
Yeah.
for approximately 7 months.
Okay.
That was the lecturing.
Yeah.
In the process of me lecturing,
Yeah.
that was in the time where they struggled to pay the lecturers.
The lecturers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this was basically, I would say, not student lecturers, but basically on standby. And the students were fighting for free education at the time.
Yeah.
So it was the free education and the student lecturing, the whole shebang. And the police also were also in this whole shebang, and one thing led to another. It was hell. It was chaos.
And which year was that?
That was 20, 29, 2019, 2018.
2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Okay.
And they were firing rubber bullets, shutting down the campus, closing up, barking off all the entrances, exits. People were stealing the screens. People were stealing the projectors. They were stealing everything, anything.
So that time CPUT got looted.
Yes.
By students. And maybe some goons that got involved into.
The goons.
They took advantage of student strike.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
That is why you see the campus is fenced off the way it is fenced off right now.
Yeah.
Which is also a good thing.
Yes.
I wouldn't say it's a bad thing because it's also good for the safety of the students as well. And besides that,
yeah.
I mean, coming back to my life as growing up.
As growing up, okay.
Being said that I've had everything. I was basically spoiled.
Okay.
Now being spoiled led me to entertain friends, so-called friends. Because when you have such a lot of money and when you have everything, anyone is basically your friend.
Yeah.
Because they don't have.
When you have money, you have friends.
Yeah.
Girls around.
Exactly. So, being said that I had everything.
Yeah.
It came easy because my dad had 5 family fisheries, food franchise. Fish food franchises.
Okay.
Which was Marina da Gama, which is the name of the franchise, Marina da Gama.
Okay.
Which is still currently in
still running.
Still running. And it's just that the ownership is sold off, but
your dad sold it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ownership to it, it's sold off, but the rights and my dad, he passed away.
Your dad passed away.
Yeah. So
sorry to hear about that.
That's also another story. But anyway, coming back to it, we'll get to that. Prior to that, we had a coffin manufacturing coffins.
Yeah.
And mortuary business as well in the airport industrial.
Yeah.
So as you can hear,
so like your dad had different businesses around Cape Town. Okay.
Besides that, he was a qualified. Well, he is the top qualified paint technician of the Western Cape. Basically of South Africa.
Yeah.
And where you could mix colors, spray cars, spray paint, spray in, basically.
Yeah.
Flip car, flip color. And basically do anything with paint, man. And having all these businesses, money was always there, right?
Yeah.
So
you could afford anything you want.
Anything. So monthly, I would get into my account a minimum, at least of like 8,000 rand. It would be there.
8 grand.
8 grand. 8 grand to 6 grand. would be in my account.
For your allowance?
That's my allowance. That's for me just
Just your pocket money?
Oh, I didn't got to swear or anything, like just to F it up. But I could do anything with it.
Yeah.
Now having that money and knowing the fact that I have that money became a problem. Because whenever I walk into a store, whenever I walk into a shop or a mall, I know that I can afford what, let's say anything, basically anything.
Yeah.
And looking at the item and having the item in my hand, I always thought to myself, why should I pay for these things? I can afford it. But why should I pay for it? I might as well just take it. And I started stealing.
You started stealing?
I started stealing. Small things here and there, small things here and there.
Just you were stealing for things that you could afford.
I could afford. And I survived, got away with it. And then I thought to myself, why is it so small? Go big. And I went big. And
how old were you?
My first item I stole out of a store was by Edgar's. And it was a pair of Caterpillar boots with the box. And I walked out the store with the Caterpillar boots in the box, past the security.
And you never get caught?
And I stood still by the door and I had a chat with the security still. And I still gave the security a 20 rand to go and buy himself a cool drink. It was, I thought to myself, wow, this is so natural for me. And
so how old were you that time?
About 16.
Okay.
Yeah, 16. And that very same day.
So who introduced you to that idea of stealing things that you could afford?
Myself. It just came naturally.
Oh.
And when I thought to myself, you know what? This is crazy.
Yeah.
If I can get away with it now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these boots.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pass it on to someone.
Yeah.
Go back to the store.
Yeah.
Go and get another pair. Take it out. Leave it by the person. Go back to the store. I did it 3 times in that same day. That was done very, very.
You stole 3 times.
3
in one
pairs.
The same day without getting caught.
Without getting caught. 3 pairs of Caterpillar boots.
Yeah.
Without getting caught. That's my very first time. That was me basically starting small.
Then you were like, I can do this regularly.
Up till today. Up till today. This is my favorite store.
Clicks.
Cosmetics.
Yeah.
You obviously do know the stalls they have on the parade on the parade, or is it in Green Market Square? The guys from Cameroon, they basically have the stalls selling the blades, the shaving blades, shaving cream, Pampers, nappies, basically anything cosmetic.
Yeah.
All of those items basically comes from us.
You could go steal and take it to those guys.
Yeah, that's the
and
buyer.
They were buying it from you and resell it in their store.
Yeah. No, not store. It's not a store.
Like a shop.
A shop. Yeah.
Okay.
Those stands that they have with them.
Oh, it's a small stand. Okay.
So without us,
yeah,
they're nothing.
You were supplying them with the with the stock
Yes.
to sell.
Because if their stock is done,
Yeah.
they come to us. They tell us. They let us know
They'll give you a list of things, items that they want.
what they want. So then I make it my duty. Okay, you looking for this? Today I will work on this. Tomorrow I'll work on your pamper, your nappies. Tomorrow, the next day I will work on your Centrum.
And your parent, they could still give your allowance money.
Yeah. The day
But they
after
didn't
that,
know what you were
Nope.
doing
No one
around
knew.
the city.
Nobody knew.
Yeah.
Nobody knew. Not my dad.
Okay.
I would say, you know what? To be quite frank and straight, 2 years before they died,
Okay.
they found out.
They found out.
I let them know.
So all this stealing, you never get caught, not even once.
No. There was times that I was caught. There were times that I was caught, and I went to prison for it.
Yeah.
But for me, it was basically I walked through the park because once you're there,
Yeah.
you get used to it. You know the ins and outs. So it basically becomes a survival.
Yeah.
And as this becomes a survival, you tell yourself, fine, it's fine. It's nothing, it's not a big thing. You can go through it, you can come through it, you can push through it.
Yeah.
But it's actually sad because you're degrading yourself more and more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
And you're putting yourself back in the line. Every time you do this, you're putting yourself back in the line.
How many times you went to prison?
My guy, I would say, what is it, more than 10 times, eh?
To prison.
More than 10 times now. I would say, you know what?
10 times?
To be quite frank,
Yeah.
my previous records,
Yeah.
all my previous records is 36.
36 times.
36 previous records. And ever since I've joined up, there was a time that I joined up with the syndicate. The syndicate, or they basically call themselves the Illuminati.
Yeah?
They call themselves the Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they basically, well, they make you believe. They giving you power not to get caught. Bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And pathetic as you are at the time, you believe this type of shit that they're talking to you, and you go along with it. And I even went as far as marking myself out
To
with it.
put tattoos.
Yeah. And going along with it and thinking myself, wow, this shit's working.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, back at the ranch, it's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, you know what? As time went by, well, as I get older, it's not like you're not getting dumber.
Yeah.
The only person that's getting dumber is a person that's smoking his life away.
Yeah.
That's the person that's getting dumber. Today I can say I am nearly 9 years. No, not 9 years. Nearly 9 months clean of heroin.
You are 9 months clean of heroin. Wow.
9 months, and Michelle as well.
Okay.
Michelle's a friend of mine.
Oh.
As soon as I started, I started drilling her as well to become clean of heroin.
Okay, wow, that's good.
It was hectic.
So, if I may ask you, when did life started becoming miserable for you? Because as you were lecturing at CPUT, growing up in a, I can say, rich family where you could afford anything you want, started stealing for no reason, getting caught, go to jail. When did life started becoming miserable? How? Just take us through the part where you became homeless.
Okay. It became bad. It became bad for me where I started using drugs.
You started using drugs. Who introduced you to drugs? You had a friends around?
Yeah.
At school?
From school, yes.
From school.
And
what did you start with? Weed?
No, not weed.
Okay.
Weed was natural for me because weed was, I wouldn't say weed was a drug. Weed was like cigarettes for me.
Yeah.
But if you would say it's a drug, then yes. But besides weed,
it's a drug because in some countries you go to jail for smoking weed.
Yeah. But besides weed, it would be ecstasy, cocaine.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
You could afford cocaine. It's very expensive.
I could afford it. Ecstasy and cocaine.
Yeah.
And after that, it was crystal meth.
Crystal meth?
Yeah, crystal meth and rock. As time progressed, I went to heroin.
Went to heroin?
Yeah.
So which one is the most dangerous?
Heroin.
Heroin is dangerous than cocaine? Oh. Okay.
It's bad. It's so bad because once you're addicted to it, right? I won't say you can't get off it. You can get off it. And for me, I went through, you could basically say I went through all methods of getting off of it. I went to rehab.
You went to rehab, okay.
That's bullshit.
Rehab didn't work?
That's bullshit.
Okay.
I did the medical process of getting off of it. Taking the methadone. It's a liquid that you drink.
Yeah.
That basically suffices. It suppresses the need to use.
Yeah.
Bullshit. There is Supertex. It's a pill that does the same. Suppresses the bullshit. The only thing that works is you. It's yourself.
You just
God.
commit yourself to stop.
Commit yourself to God.
To God.
Commit yourself to God.
Okay.
Make you believe strong. That's the only thing that's gonna work.
Do you believe in God?
Believe in God, yes.
Because as I see you have a Muslim stuff there. You have a cross on your ear. So it's confusing. Are you Muslim and Christian at the same time?
I don't say to the Christians that God don't exist. Jesus don't exist. I don't say that. Because we as Muslims have to believe. We also believe. It says in
You're
Quran.
a Muslim?
Yes, it says in Quran.
But you have a cross on your ear.
Yeah.
A Muslim should not have a cross on his...
Yeah.
on your whatever, I don't know.
Well, basically,
you cannot carry a cross on you.
It was basically lost. Michelle lost it now the other day, and I actually found it. So I stuck it in my ear, safeguarding it.
So you are safeguarding it for her.
Safeguarding it. But in any case,
okay.
The only thing let's put it to you like this. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
Yeah. Whenever you decide, you commit yourself to do something or to stop something.
Anything is possible when you have faith.
Yeah.
And believe.
Yeah.
Keep on it. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Even through the most shittiest times. Have faith.
Do you think you disappointed your parents?
Yes.
Is your mom still alive?
No. Unfortunately.
She's gone also?
She's passed, yeah, she was the first to pass away.
Oh, she was the first before your dad?
Yeah.
So, do you think losing your parents affected you? I know losing parents can affect anyone, but do you think is the reason behind you getting exposed to drugs and...
No, my drug use was basically before them.
You started using drugs before when they were still alive? Okay.
And that made them, especially my mother, made her so upset. And I could see how I'm upsetting her. And she would tell me, stop what you were doing. And I would lie to her and tell her that I'm done, I'm not doing it anymore.
But you still went back and used again?
Always trying to hide it. And I passed her. And to me,
it's a disappointment. Do you have siblings?
Yeah.
So
I've got a brother.
If
I've got a brother. He's married. He's got kids. He's on his own.
you have a brother.
Yeah, he's an elder brother. He's married. He's got kids. He's been divorced, remarried, got kids again.
So he's the one looking after your dad's businesses. Or?
Yeah. And it's sad, basically.
Yeah.
For me. Because my mom, she was my everything. And I basically do anything for her. I was basically the one that could do anything for her. I mean, there would be times where my dad's present, and she wouldn't even ask him. But instead she would ask me. You understand? Which makes it even more soft and mushy. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically the troublesome part of it.
The troubles, yeah.
Dad was basically just a hard ass muscle type of fart. You know, but yeah, knowing dad's dad, That's the way dads are. But also on the other hand, very disciplined, spoiled,
So when you left,
outgoing.
when you left your house, did they chase you away, or you just decided I'm leaving?
Oh, my dad.
Your dad chased you away.
Yes. My dad used to chase me away with a flippin', what you call those things? Not the fish rod,
Yeah.
the boat rod.
Yeah.
He would chase me down the road with the boat rod. Yeah, fuck, he's come back. Fuck.
Because you were uncontrollable.
Yeah. Uncontrollable. He could never control me.
Yeah.
Because being on that substance, being on any substance, I was always one to speak my mind. I could never hold back. Right.
So how did you meet Michelle?
Well, basically, before you even think,
Before she leave again, just tell us how you met.
Don't get this wrong. Michelle is basically Dorian's girlfriend. Well,
Oh, it's
fiancé.
Dorian's girlfriend.
Fiancé, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know Michelle for like more than is it not like more than 12 years, more than what today?
We together.
No,
13.
13 years. 13 years now.
13 years you know each other. So she's your friend and she's a Dorian
Yeah.
girlfriend or fiancé. Okay. So tell me, how did you end up on the street?
Right, coming back to that.
When your dad was chasing you, where were you spending the night?
Yeah.
On the street.
Yeah. This is where I found myself.
Yeah.
I could find comfort. Based why? Because all the people that's living here are using drugs. That's why.
So you were like, no, those are my peers. Yeah.
And as you find that comfort, you think to yourself,
Yeah.
why should I even go back home?
You feel like, no, I'm enjoying the streets than home.
These people, they welcome me. They welcome me.
Yeah.
They welcome me with open arms. And as they welcome you with open arms, you think to yourself, I'm basically gonna make myself.
This is a place to be.
Yeah. And that's where you make your mistake.
Yeah.
Because you have everything at home. You have
You
parents.
also from Italy, sorry. You also from Italy. From Italy.
No, I'm not from ETV. I'm from Baharia Walk. Baharia Walk is like it's a platform where we talk to mostly homeless people, drugs addicts, and like try to teach the kids, the future generation, what to avoid in order to not end up in the same situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. So let's conclude on this one. What is your biggest regret?
My biggest regret. I would say my biggest regrets is stealing,
Stealing.
because that's where it started.
Stealing of things that you could afford.
Shoplifting, basically.
Yeah.
That's where all this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is where all of this started.
Yeah.
Because if I haven't done that, none of this would have happened.
If you were able to reverse something, what could you reverse?
It would be impossible to reverse anything, brother. It would be impossible to reverse anything. But if Allah Ta'ala allows me to reverse something, I would reverse time back so that I could sit back in class and study the deen.
Study Deen, the religion. Okay. I see. You're a graphic designer, lecturer, end up homeless. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Do you make any effort of regaining your dignity?
Yes. I'm 40 years old today.
You are 40 years
I'm
old.
40 years old. Born in 1984.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of prison in and out. I'm sick and tired of being shoved away.
Yeah.
Now only. Now only. This is where I realize at this age.
Yeah.
Sad, but better late than never.
Yeah.
So what I'm busy with now is I've got 2 social workers of my own, right?
They're looking
And-
after you.
Yeah. These 2 social workers,
Okay.
the one is basically busy with my IDs, my ID situation.
Okay.
The other one is trying to, what she's basically doing is trying to clear my name.
Okay.
Lord knows that is going to be a process.
Yeah, it's a process, but it's workable. It's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's not impossible. It's possible. But it's going to be a process.
Yeah, it's a
Once that is done, I'll thank the heavens for that, because
You think you're gonna start looking for jobs and applying here and there?
yes,
Okay.
because I've received offers, so much offers,
Yeah.
but I just need to do those 2 things.
But your police clearance is not good.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
If people wanna employ you, they have to check your background.
And once they do that, they'll.
So, what is the longest time you served in prison?
The longest time was 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
So you've been arrested 10 times. In and out, in and out. And you've once served 6 years.
That's the longest.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. Okay.
That's without parole.
Without parole.
Without parole.
Like you finished the
Straight.
full 6 years.
Straight. Finished everything.
Okay. Thank you very much, Yushly.
Pleasure.
And I wish you the best. And I hope your situation is going to change soon, because you are trying your best to
Inshallah.
get out of this.
Inshallah.
Yeah, thank you very much.